Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here today. We as Group 1 are thrilled to present our project on electronic communication systems, specifically focused on creating a modulation circuit with circuit simulation diagrams using Proteus. This project investigates the input signal characteristic involving both the modulating signal and carrier signal and examines the resulting output signal characteristics. Okay, let me introduce the dedicated members of our team, which start with full culture, Muhammad Izzat, myself Magdalene, Irman Faris, and the last one is Navin Kumar. Okay, here's an overview of what we will be covering today. For introduction, a brief overview of the modulation circuit project focusing on the use of Proteus for circuit simulation and examination of input signal characteristic, which is modulating and carrier signals, alongside the resulting output signal characteristic. For methodology, explanation of the systematic approach adopted for experimentation and data collection. For result and discussion, detailed analysis of findings obtained through experiment, simulation, and data processing. Okay, for the last one, conclusion. Summarization of key insights gained, highlighting the significance of our project.
My name is Muhammad Izzat Fidaus bin Roslan. I will talk about introduction. Simulating modulated signal involve diverse techniques considering real-world challenge like noise and interference. Exploring modulation indices impact on FM and PM along with using quadrature amplitude modulation for advanced digital transmission. Demo, demodul, demod, Demodulation reverse the modulation process, and modeling non-linearities is essential for accurate system evaluation. Analyzing bit error rate in digital modulation access data integrity noise environment. Tools like MATLAB, Simulink, and Python aid implementation wide frequency and time domain analyze evaluate signal properties. Adaptive modulation addressing changing channels condition and system performance security considerations and accounting for real world limitation such as power constraint and hardware issues. That's all.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Irman Faris bin Safarizal. I will telling you about the methodology. Okay, for the methodology, we have 4 points. Which is first is frequency mixing circuit setup. Frequency mixing circuit setup is to study implemented a modulation circuit the integrated to distinct AC source operating at a 10 kHz. The source are connected through 4K resistor to independent input to oscilloscope, creating a setup for analyzing frequency mixing effect. Okay, second we have a key component and signal processing. The signal underwent processing through a diode, capacitor and inductor arrangement. The diode introduce a potential non-linear effect or act as a rectifier, while the capacitor and inductor play a role in the signal filtering. Okay, for the third, we have a modulation investigation. Okay, for modulation investigation, we have a primary goal was to investigate the modulation effect resulting from the interaction of the input frequencies. Careful configuration of the circuit and monitoring critical points, especially the inductor output, aim to understand the impact of the each component of modulation process. Okay, last but not least, we have a comprehensive analysis with the oscilloscope. The oscilloscope with the independent input for the each frequency and modulated signal, providing a comprehensive view. It has a facilitating and a detailed analysis of the circuit behavior. Okay.
Hi, good evening. My name is Navin Kumar. My matrix number is CN200109. So I'm just going to present about my circuit for the group. So basically in my circuit there's two AC sine source output, I mean input. One will be 1 kilohertz and another will be 50 hertz. Then it's going through a resistor. So in the graph we are going to in the graph there's ABC three outputs. A is the first graph, and the second one is the second AC source one, and the third one is the frequency of the modulated signal of both the first and the second AC, which is the mixed one. So for the result, this is the first output from first AC output, which is 110 kilohertz, and this is the second output, which is 50 hertz, 500 hertz, and this is the third one, which is mixed modulated signal of both the first AC output and the second AC output, which is the combination of these both. So yeah, that's all for the result. Thank you. So I'm going to explain about discussion. So the modulation circuit shows integrating frequency mixing effect on the oscilloscope, combining 10 kHz and 500 Hz input frequency through complex a process called modulation. A diode acted as a non-linear element while the capacitor and inductor filtered or conditioned the signal. This successful integration emphasizes precise circuit design, experimenting with different component values and signal amplitude could further refine modulation useful for communication system or signal processing. This study reveals operational dynamics, paving the way optimizing an engineering application. Thank you.
In the conclusion, the project primarily centered on constructing and studying a modulation circuit designed for frequency mixing, incorporating two separate AC sources at 10 kHz and 500 Hz. The oscilloscope played a crucial role in revealing the circuit's functionality, displaying both the original frequencies and the modulated signal from the inductor. The diode introduced nonlinearity, acting as rectifier and altering the expected sinusoidal pattern of the modulation signal. The capacitor and inductor working in tandem condition and filter the signal, impacting both amplitude and frequencies. The successful demonstration not only validated the functionality of the modulation circuit but also provide valuable insights into its working over time. The results paved the way for further research, particularly in engineering applications like signal processing and communication system. Understanding the interplay of circuit components and the observed nonlinearity and filtering effects allow for future improvement and durable implementation, contributing to our knowledge of frequency mixing and modulation processes in the specific circuit.